y'all, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing in my favorite palette at the moment, and that is the Huda Beauty Haze Khaki palette. This is what she looks like. I have legit been using this probably for 2 weeks straight, and I am loving it. So we're gonna go ahead, we'll do a little quick little full face here because I know y'all like it when I do the full face and the eyes. So to stick with the Huda theme, we're going to be using the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation. This is in the shade Mocha 500G. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on. If you have not seen my wear test on this, highly recommend you try it out. This is the best stick foundation I have ever used. I know for us oily skin girls, we tend to think that stick foundation isn't for us, and that's just simply because most of the time it's not, you know? It typically is more of a creamier consistency, and just the formulation just isn't well suited for oily skin. However, this one hits. This one is bomb. And please excuse all the little visitors I have on my face here. I have been dabbling in things that I have no business eating. You know, I am, at the time of me filming this, I am 2 weeks post-show. So just trying to get back into the swing of introducing new things, well, not new things, introducing other things into my diet. And Thanksgiving was last Thursday, today is Monday, and this is what happens when I consume a couple of bites of dairy. So don't be like me, be better than me. When you know something doesn't agree with you, don't eat it. But I mean, it was Thanksgiving. I probably only eat mac and cheese once a year on Thanksgiving, so you know. I guess it was worth the acne. That's just my reaction whenever I eat dairy. I can have a little bit of it, but I don't consume a large amount of it. If I do, I end up getting constipation, bloat, cramps, and it makes my skin break out. And the best way to basically manage a breakout whenever I have overconsumed dairy, I just leave it alone. I just let it do what it needs to do. I don't pick at it, no remedies, just let it naturally pass. Okay, so this foundation is so skin-like. I know when I typically think of Huda Beauty, I don't think of no makeup looks, but that is exactly the vibe that this foundation gives me. So this is nicely blended in. This is perfect for everyday wear, work wear. It's just really, really pretty. All right, so we have that nicely blended out. Next up, we're gonna go in with some concealer, oldie but a goodie. This is the Urban Decay Stay Naked, and I'm scraping the barrel of this one. And my shade is 70 NY, and this is definitely one of my favorite concealers. I just really love the brightening effect of this concealer. It's not overly powering, but I just feel like it makes me look really, really awake. I have tried the Huda Beauty concealer, but I was not a fan of that one. I don't know, maybe I'll revisit, but I remember when I tried it, I was just kind of like, meh, not a fan. Okay, now, under eyes, I've been testing out this for about 3 weeks now. This is the Bare Minerals Well Rested. It's like an under eye brightening powder. It throws me off because it is yellow, but I think it just depends on what concealer I'm wearing. If I'm wearing a concealer that's closer to my skin tone under my eyes, then it's fine. But one like today, I think sometimes it could be maybe a little bit overpowering, but we're still gonna play with it because like I said, I'm still kind of figuring out this one. Bare Minerals, what caught my attention was they have a powder that's like this, but it's formulated, I guess not formulated, but it's meant to be like a concealer under eye situation. Bare Minerals, their shades are just always too red, too warm for my liking, especially when you start getting in the deeper, darker spectrum. It just, I'm like, who is in charge of these shades? Because these are off. So a little bit goes a long way. I'm just gonna tap off here and see this. It's so fascinating because I feel like, I mean, not feel like, in the packaging it definitely looks yellow, but then in certain lighting, when I catch myself, I'm like, oh God, is that too white under there? So I think this is just a powder that's gonna be better suited when I'm just rocking a concealer that's closer to my skin tone versus one that already is lighter and gonna brighten. But this does, it lifts the eye for sure. All right, to set the rest of my face, I'm gonna take my Sonia G brush. This is a flat, smoother buffing brush, and I'm going to take the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey, which I love, and I am just going to kind of basically just stipple this into my skin. I like this technique for oily skin. Do not recommend for drier skin, just simply because it might pack on too much powder for you. Just simply because it might pack on just a little too much and make you seem cakey. However, if you do have oilier skin, I like this because I feel like it just makes my skin look smoother and makeup last longer versus just kind of, you know, swiping it across the face. And of course, if you have like one of those areas where it's just really a heavy, oily area on your face, you can pack on a little bit more powder in that area. For me, that is my brows. My brows and my cheeks get really oily. And of course, this 6 head up here. Now what I have done, if I felt like it was just too bright under my eyes, I just went in with some MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Deep Dark, and that just adds just a little bit of a hint to it to make it darker. And to bring some life back into my face, I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is the shade 3, and this brush I have been using for bronzing and contouring. This is the Real Techniques 227. It's a light brush. What I mean by light is the bristles, they don't pick up as much product, which I think is perfect for bronzer or contour, just simply because if you're a bronzer whore like me and you get a little heavy-handed, sometimes we tend to put too much on, but because the bristles aren't so packed in tight, it gives you the ability to put your bronzer on without picking up too much product, which I think is bomb. So I am loving this brush right here for bronzer. And the shade 3 in the Airbrush Flawless Filter Bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury. I have 4, but I just feel like 3 is better suited for me right now in the winter time, just simply because it ain't summertime. I ain't been in the sun. 4 is very, very warm, which is fine, but I think 3 just suits me better. Sometimes 3, just depending on my lighting situation in my beauty room, doesn't really show up that well, but because it's not sunny outside, I feel like 3 is really, really looking good. I don't have any additional light that could be washing me out. Okay, blush. We're gonna go with Sex on Fire by Charlotte Tilbury. I think I might need to do a Charlotte Tilbury video with all my favorite products by her because I got a lot of things that I like by her. Definitely one of my favorite luxury brands. All right, you guys ready to be gagged? I bought a new palette. That palette is the Dior BackStage Glow Face palette. Now, if you've been rocking with me for a minute, you know I'm not a highlighter girl. That's not my thing. I'm oily. I've got my own natural built-in dew. I have acne, textured skin. However, can we call this a COVID purchase perhaps? I don't know. I was just browsing online and I kept seeing this particular palette pack up in my Instagram feed. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Sephora and look at it. This is beautiful. Not only could I use this on my face, I can use this on my eyes. I'm going to do another video dedicated solely to this, and we're gonna put it on my eyes and use it as highlighter. But for today, we're just gonna go in with this beautiful shade right here. It is so stunning. And yeah, does it, give me a little bit more of a glow than what I'm used to? Absolutely, but you know what? It's 2020. We doing whatever we want at this point, Try new things. We ain't got nothing else better to do. It's really pretty. The cool thing about this one, because it is deeper in tone, I feel like it's not as beaming, I'll make sure when I do my video using this that we play with all the other ones. I have used all the other ones and I like those too. Who am I using highlighter? All right, I'm gonna fill in my brows and then we're gonna get into the eyes. All right, let's get started. So I'm just gonna prime my eye really quick with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have been using this because I ran out of my Urban Decay caffeine. And I was like, you know what? Let me just try to make use of the products that I have before I go out buying new ones. So I've been using this and it works just perfectly fine. I have no issues with it. I have very oily lids, so I have to prime my eyes. I always talk about, you know, products that you need and what you might not need. And this is one of those things where I feel like eye primer is just, it's gonna be very situational. If you have dry lids, you probably don't need eyeshadow primer. Like, although I am very oily, I don't use any mattifying primers on my skin just simply because I don't find any benefit from them. I know some people do. Now, I do think, you know, this is just my 2 cents. We're getting on a tangent here. I think face primers and everything, like, just skin prep is key. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. But anywho, and my shade in this is Amad. All right, so first we're gonna go in with this shade right here. Super predictable, I know. And I'm gonna be switching between my Wayne Goss and Sonia G brushes. And boy, let me tell you, a whole new world. I have no idea what the shade name is for this because there are no shade names. So sorry about that, guys. Just gonna go ahead and start by throwing this in the crease here. This is such a beautiful shade, such a beautiful palette. Now I'm gonna get a smaller brush here. Let's see, I wanna get a little bit tighter. And we're gonna go in with this center shade here, the one that's like a khaki tone. And we are just going to put this on the outer. And then I'm going to just pull it down just a little, not taking it too far in though. I want to focus most of the darker tone only on the outer. Yeah, go ahead. Huh? Open the top drawer under the toaster. So pretty. All right, now we're going to take this. So my backyard is a muddy mess right now, and the dogs are in there. Whenever they come in, we have to wipe off their paws, and one of them just tried to scoot in without getting their paws wiped off, so that's why Lo just lost his mind. Now taking this burgundy tone, and we're gonna pull this down. All right, next up here, we're going to take, what am I doing? Ah, yeah, this shade. This is so beautiful. I'm just pressing, not swiping, pressing only. The center, and a little bit on the outer. Oh, well, it's been basically 2 weeks. I got my lashes redone. The girl this time just voluntarily gave me volume. So you have 3 tiers. You have classic, hybrid, and volume. So I had classic the first go around, very, very natural. Hybrid, I liked hybrid. Volume, I didn't think I was gonna like volume, but the key for volume is just don't get super long. Living. So I'm definitely going to take the hybrid and volume eyelash extension course in 2021. I have already taken my classic course. So I will be taking on eyelash extension clients now as well, and I'm super excited about that. All right, oh, then we're gonna take this shade here. Let me get a smaller brush, like a smudger brush. This one is a little bit harder to pick up. I think it's just really, really pressed in there. Huh? Okay. Say hi. They can't see you.
This is low.
I know. Okay, so then I'm just gonna take this up just a little. So the difference between these shades, obviously this one is a little bit lighter. This one is more of that darker darker tone gold, and this is more of a yellow, true yellow gold. And this one is much harder to pick up on the brush. Will probably be better if you wet it, only because it is harder pressed.
Look at this city this guy had.
City?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of
city?
Oh. Wow, that's epic.
Yeah, that's a whole town.
That's epic. I told you I talked to your dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and for lower lash first, we are going, actually, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go straight in with this shade right here. Love that. I love these tones for liner. So pretty. And speaking of liner, I have been dabbling in gel liner. Yes, I know I'm late to the game. The Inglot gel liner number 77. Bomb.com. So we are going to use this today. I just like to make sure I get behind my lashes. It's so smooth. And this brush, I don't even know the brand. I just found something on Amazon. I'll make sure I link it because I do like this brush as well. The reason why I got gel liner is because, again, another COVID purchase. I just wanted to try something different, you know? Sometimes I get bored. Love, 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 love. Gel liner and highlighter. Who am I? Okay, you guys, for lips, this has been a combination I've been playing with. Again, who am I? Lip liner. I have been playing around with lip liner. So this is the Sephora lip liner in the shade 17 Molasses, and it's like a gel lip liner. This is way comfortable than your traditional sharpened pencil liner. I am here for it, and I love this shade. I will say though, I was a little disappointed in the shade options for this particular lip liner. Like, I mean, I just felt like they needed a little bit more, but Sephora collection nonetheless, don't sleep on them. So I'm just gonna put this on. And I am bringing it a little bit further down. And then on top of this, this is the Maybelline Lifters. If you haven't tried these glosses, you are missing out. I have a bunch of other shades over there. Now this one is in the shade Crystal. Again, who am I? I typically do not like glosses with any sort of glitter in it. I don't know, me personally, I just think it looks tacky. However, just wait. Just wait on it. It's got like a gold glitter flex to it. Absolutely obsessed. You guys know I love a good brown tone, dark lip. This is where it's at. Although we haven't been wearing lip products like that. However, when I'm just home, you know, filming content, playing around with things, this is a banger. All right, so this is our finished look and I'm digging it. All right, y'all, so that is going to wrap up today's tutorial using my current favorite eyeshadow palette. One of my favorite things about this is that it's simple. This is the epitome of just your simple, no-brainer eyeshadow palette. I'm thinking of putting together a video with the most beginner-friendly or simple eyeshadow palettes. This will definitely be in there. The color combinations make sense. No matter what ones you put together, it's gonna look good. So I think this is very user-friendly, beginner-friendly, and the formulation I really like. I've been seeing a lot of comments asking me if I'm gonna try the new Huda Beauty Naughty palette. So if that is something you wanna see, please let me know in the comments. I started doing a little bit of research on it, and apparently the formulation is a little bit different. So now I am curious. That's gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love y'all so much. You know the deal. Keep it simple, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.